What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video. I hope you guys have enjoyed your week.
Turn it off.
I know I have enjoyed mine. I want to say if you're watching us for the first time, please click the subscribe button. To everyone watching, please click the like button. I'm going to guess that we're going to get probably like 1,500 likes. So I'm asking that we get 1,500 likes. So if you're on your phone, if you're on your Xbox, you're on your tablet, click that thumbs up button, which is the like button. And if you are not subscribed to our channel, subscribe today. Now, for those who are members to the Scorpion Show, for real, we are going live April 17th. We will be live. So that's next Wednesday, okay? We're going to be live, and we're going to be talking to y'all, and we're going to open up the phone lines. I want to hear everything y'all got to say, what you want to get off your chest. I want to hear all of it, and it's only for members of the Scorpion Show. So if you are not a member, or if you would like to become a member, just click the join button, and it's $4.99 a month. Or if you don't even want to do the live streaming, you just want to show support, become a member. It's only $4.99 a month. So let's get into this video. We have been watching the Nipsey Hussle celebration of life on BET. You know, it started, they said there was a little delay going on. They had the Beard Mary Jane. I didn't even, at first I was like, okay, I could watch Beard Mary Jane because it was real good. And then, you know, around 2 o'clock, it came on. And I have been watching it until, you know, we just pressed the record button. And I have been enjoying this service, and I really loved hearing from Nipsey's mother, Angelique Smith, because she was so strong. Not one tear fell out of her eye. Not one time did she feel like she had to take a break. No, it was only one time. She had to take a break and just keep talking, but she instilled a lot in him, and she's spread a lot of her love to the audience. She even encouraged people to stop drinking, to put down the drugs, and she encouraged people to become vegans. And she talked about how her mother knew that a death was coming, but she was saying that her mother was praying for
it to be her.
Yeah, for it to be her, but you know, it was Nipsey. But she said when she found out that her son was shot by the police officer, she said she was at peace. And she just was like, oh, it was him, you know. It's kind of like, you know, some people that might think that she was crazy. I could tell you that there was something like that happened in my family. And if y'all don't know, you know, I see visions and stuff like that. Or, you know, people visit me who are deceased in my sleep. They visit me. Or sometimes I could just see stuff in people. But it normally happens when I'm intoxicated. Because I don't really not play with it, but try to deal with it in my waking world. Just understand where I'm coming from. So we had a
oh, you do have half of that.
Yeah, we had a family. We have a family psychic, and he read about maybe 5 of us around this time, and he kept talking about death. And he was saying when around the time it was going to happen, but they had to stop going around this certain place. And, you know, we kept telling them, do not go around that, you know, do not go around there where we used to live at. Just stop going around. He was just talking about the blood and all of this stuff. And it happened. And that's when we found out, like, okay, it was this person. But it was still hurtful, but it was just like, you know, you were told not to do this, but you still, you know, whatever the case may be. So visions and stuff like that is real. Some people might say it's the devil. I don't believe it's the devil. We all have different visions, and
I don't believe that's the devil either, because God gives different people different unique things that He allows them to see or do that others can't see or do. You know what I mean? And it's funny because you would think when you hear stuff like that, but me, I take stuff like that very seriously. Now, I don't go to, now y'all, you know, y'all call on, you want to say his name?
What? Oh, Jeremiah?
No, not Jeremiah. The guy who comes.
Oh, Mr. Perkins.
Yeah, because I didn't know if you wanted me to say his name. Because you didn't say his name. So I was trying to, okay. But y'all call on Mr. Perkins. Now, I'm not one of those people that call on psychics or whatever the case may be, because that's not my thing. But I don't knock people like that, or people like you, because stuff like that is real. You know what I mean? And it happens. And it's like you have to be mindful of that, these visions that God gives you, because
and pay attention.
And pay attention to it, because a lot of people don't pay attention to it. And if somebody was to say something, you know, some people are, oh, they just talking, but no. And it's especially with a lot of older folks too, because a lot of older people, you know, they have that wisdom and that discernment that some people, others may not have. And it's like, it's interesting because you think to yourself, how would you even know that? Or how did you even see that? But that's just a gift from God that God gives people. And I would pay close attention to people who do that. And it's so funny because that you said that, because for that to be told to y'all earlier in the year, and then later on in that year, Jeremiah was killed, it's like, you know, that's real. That's God. And we were talking yesterday, I was saying to them, God does not make any mistakes. He knows who he's going to call, and he knows who he's not going to call, and he knows when he's going to call them, and how he's going to call them. So, and I heard that, now I didn't watch Nipsey's funeral, but I heard that was being said at his funeral. And I said, yeah, that's very much so true. Like, you know, it shouldn't take Nipsey's funeral for people to realize that, yes, God calls you when he's ready to call you. Yes. You know, it shouldn't take his funeral for y'all to understand that that's true. That happens. And it doesn't matter, and I tell people all the time, nowadays, especially here in the city of Philadelphia, more young people are dying faster than older people.
Yes, they are making the funeral homes rich.
And yeah, here in Philly, they're very rich.
There's a, you know how they, what you call them, no funeral cards? And somebody was like, I see, Dennis actually came and visited me yesterday. He said, I see that name, Jason Lloyd, everywhere. I said, yeah, he's making a lot of money because they can kill him.
Yeah, okay, and he's right up the street. Yeah. Jason Lloyd Funeral Home. He's making a lot of money now.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. And you know who I don't see? Oh, everywhere.
Yes, that is so tricky and you so shady. You are such a, that's mostly for the older.
Yeah.
I can't.
But I will say,
yes, they did.
Yes, they did. But I don't see that thing.
I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing this time.
And then you always throwing shade at them. Well, stop throwing fucking shade.
So,
because I'm still waiting to see that one. To have a nice little private conversation with that one.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, it's gonna be very respectful because I had enough time to
think
calm down.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm going to let you know. I've never done that to you. Don't ever do that to me again. All right. And if you do, don't ever speak to me again.
So, yeah. So I have been uplifted through this. Like, now I wasn't a fan of a lot of the song selections, but I'm here to listen to the message. Farrakhan spoke. He did a great job. The mother spoke. The sister spoke. The kid said something, tried to say something, but they were a little nervous. Lauren spoke. She spoke from the heart. His sister spoke from the heart. There was another person that was speaking, but Michaela and I were going over the notes, so I couldn't listen to her. And I really enjoyed Snoop's message, but I'm like, don't play with God at the end. Don't play with God.
Don't start rewriting what God said.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Now, we can memorialize somebody, and you know, but when you start talking all that difference, it's like, all right now.
Yeah.
But I ain't used to these type of funerals anyway.
Yeah, but
because it wasn't churchy enough.
Yeah. But I mean, and you know, let me tell you why I'm upset, because you know, if you want to sing "Fly Like a Bird," shout out to Marsha, because she was overcome with emotion. Yes, right. So I'm I'm not going to do that. I'm like, you can hear it in her voice. But what has helped her is having a choir, because that song is meant to have a choir in the background singing. Right. And if you want to sing that live, you can't do all the notes in the background and all of that. Right. So I said, where is the choir?
Where is the curtain that's going to open into your
okay, right? She didn't have that. I just felt bad for her. But she needed that. And I don't know what Anthony Hamilton was singing. And then Janae Aiko was up there. I didn't know what she was singing about.
People who you wouldn't expect to sing at somebody's funeral.
Yes. So I told Mikel today, again, if I go before you, you gotta make sure.
He asked me to play at his funeral, and let me tell you something. Play it, I will. Yes, I'm gonna send you away. Real nice.
I want my shit right. And
as a matter of fact, you should hire me to do everybody's funeral here.
No, because you know they already know I ain't playing with them.
Yeah, I'm like, I know.
And you heard me on mine. But I'm gonna tell you something.
But you know what? You ain't lie.
Yeah.
You ain't lie. And I had a conversation with one of my friends today, and I said, and this morning, and I said, you know what? Because we were talking about something that had something to do with them. And I said, you know what? Kevin said the same thing to his family, and Kevin ain't speak nothing but the truth when he said what he said to them. And that's all I'm going to say, because don't nobody else needs to know. But I said he spoke the truth. And my friend is going through a similar situation, not with a lot of people like you got, but a similar situation. I said Kevin said the same thing, and he spoke the truth. Yeah. It was the truth.
But I'm going to tell you one thing. Today, what I said, the whole mood shift.
Yeah, but you know what, too? When I told my... He did say that. He said y'all really should do that. And I agree, because... ain't nobody else doing half of what you're doing. And you can't do it all by yourself. So there needs to be some type of professional, you know what I mean? But other than that, yeah. And I'm almost certain that the mood did change.
Like, I'm like, oh, okay.
Woke a lot of asses up.
Yeah. Because I ain't playing with them. But back to Nipsey, it was just, I just really enjoyed his service so far from what I have seen. And of course I'm DVRing the service. And for me not to know not one thing about him, not one note, you know, it was inspiring to see. And he even got a letter read from President Barack Obama. And that was like when they made sure they read that first. Like they started that off with that. Right. And, you know, even Obama was like, I didn't even know about, you know. But he did the damn thing. And LA, y'all should stand up for him and keep his name out there. And it's kind of reminded me of like Selena, because I've never heard not one song from Selena. Didn't know nothing about her until the movie. Yep. And
that's true. And I can see them making a powerful movie about him too. They just have to find somebody who
the right person, yes, and tell the right story and tell it the right way.
Yep. And that's true. That's very true. That's true. With Selena, that's true, because before that, of course, for us, we didn't, because we're in America. But, you know, those down there in Mexico at the time, she was a big star, even for the Mexican Americans up here, too. But, you know, it wasn't until after she died that I think a lot of, especially blacks, really got to understand the impact that Selena had down there in Mexico, and to Latinos as a whole. And you saw like that, she really was a big person.
And they told a great story.
And Jennifer Lopez still, I believe, was robbed of many awards.
Did she get nominated for anything? Like a Golden Globe or anything?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't think so. I definitely don't remember her being nominated for no Oscar. No.
Yeah, no. I don't think about no Oscar, but it was still a great movie, and they told a great story. And like I never knew that Mexico had like their own Oprah with Christina and all of that stuff. Like it was a really good film. I'm sure y'all all seen. I've seen it about 2,000 times. But Selena, anytime it come on, I watch it. Even with the commercials. I
won't watch movies like that with commercials. Then I get movies with commercials. I get my mind, as soon as the commercial comes on, my mind starts to go somewhere else, and then I'm not watching.
Or if you change the channel, you never forgot.
Then I forgot that it's on. But movies. I used to remember when HBO used to show Selena all the time years ago.
Yeah. And so, you know, shout out to Nipsey. And this weekend, I'm going to push myself to try to listen to his Victory Lap album. It was also nominated for a Grammy. I watched the Grammys, but I still didn't, know his music. So we found out today that Wendy Williams filed for divorce. Not only that, but she served him the papers allegedly at the show early this morning. So, first of all, I want to say shout out to Wendy Williams for finally seeing the light and pushing yourself to get a divorce. Now, Wendy did what a lot of women do. When they're going through problems in their relationship, they stand up for their marriage, they stand up for their man. They try to, basically they're in denial of what's going on. But when you have so many people around you seeing what's going on, eventually you're going to break. And I like when you put that you're the baby that broke. What you say? What you put on Twitter?
I'm the baby I'm the baby
that broke the camel's back in this marriage. Or
I'm the new baby that was the straw that broke Wendy's back.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
With a picture of a camel.
Yeah,
Wendy being the camel.
And we've heard the rumors of Wendy being in an abusive marriage, not only physically but verbally, and being cheated on, and the Daily Mail had all the receipts. There was no way Wendy could deny that. And it's like, how can you be okay with your husband going around with another woman and you sitting here on TV and you're telling everybody's stories and you're not telling your own. Now for me, I say, yeah, I will try to keep some of that private too. We sit here and talk about people's lives. Now I don't talk about everything about my life, but I try to share some parts. Now that was real personal what was going on, but Wendy said, when you don't see this ring, then you ask questions. And she was on one of her makeup artist Instagrams
like this.
showing, hey bitch, I don't have my ring.
Yes.
Okay, so tomorrow morning, I'm going to be watching.
To hear what she has to say.
Yes, it's live.
Yeah, now let's see if she's let's see if this is hot topic. Because she was all over Mary J. Blige and Kendra's divorce.
Yes.
So let's see if this is hot topic.
Yeah, and she was encouraging divorces.
Yeah.
But you didn't encourage her on, but I'm glad you finally stood up and said no more.
Hey.
Not today. Okay. What did she specifically say to Albert? I think she said it something, I don't remember. But it was one of those moments where Wendy, you know, God's been trying to tell you something for a long time. And you're getting your life on track. You're staying at a sober house, Wendy. You can win from this. You're already winning. You took the first step. You got a son that's in college now. He could talk to his dad whenever. He could talk to you whenever. Like, I don't know if you were holding on for little Kevin, but Wendy, come on. Your health is more important than being in an unhealthy relationship. You know, your shoulder all fucked up. You know, I think you did that. You know, your health is going up and down. You taking breaks from TV for 3 months. Letting other motherfuckers fill in for you. And you've always said you would never let anybody fill in for you because that way, if they do too much of a good job, they can take your spot. And Nick Cannon definitely going to get a TV deal. Jerry O'Connell definitely got a TV deal. It's like, girl, come on back. It's just, I'm happy for you though. I'm happy that you have finally to take them blindfolds off and really see what's going on around you. So, yeah, anything you want to add to that?
No.
Yeah, I'm happy for you, Wendy. And I don't really celebrate people getting divorces, but girl, this is long overdue. 22 years. Long overdue. Patti Labelle.
Oh my God.
Miss Patti, what's her first name? Patricia Hall. Patricia Ann Hall. And if it ain't Ann, I'm just adding the N there.
Because it should be.
Yeah, okay. Patty Ann.
Patty Ann. Patty fucking Ann.
I love you.
Patty Sue.
No, that's too white.
No, Patty, because Sue Young.
Sue Southern.
I mean.
No disrespect to the black Patty Sues. Your parents had sex. Patricia Hall. Let me tell you something. I love your food.
I can see somebody now saying, who's Patricia Hall? Okay.
I love seeing you cook and everything. But one thing I'm not hyped for is Patti LaBelle going to the frozen section of the supermarket.
Patricia Louise Hall.
Okay, that's even more black. I know that's Louise.
And it shows this picture.
Yes! And show them what the original knows. You know?
Oh boy.
I just laugh. I love you, Patty.
Oh boy.
Patty is going to be having frozen Chinese food in your food at your local supermarket. It's going to have all different types of flavors, all different kind of different.
Now, can I just say
hamburgers? All
hamburgers.
I gotta find that post.
Oh, I you never had a cheeseburger from Chinese store.
Oh, I had.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I had 2 yesterday, and I shouldn't have had nothing.
Oh yeah,
But I was hungry. I said, "It's get me fried onions and spicy mustard. That's all I want on cheese."
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, listen here. Patty fucking who? Oh, I know that's right. Listen, Patty fucking Labelle's. First of all, I'm laying in my bed today reading it, and I'm like, first of all, who the fuck even reheats Chinese food?
Yeah. How about that?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Chinese food is one of those type of foods that you have to eat right then and there because it can't be reheated because it's gonna taste nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Who puts Chinese food in the microwave?
I don't. I eat it right away.
Yeah, you have to, Kevin.
Now, sometimes what I do is like the rice from the Chinese store. Like I'll save that and then I'll put water on it and microwave it, and then I'll make some scrambled eggs and have the rice and eggs is so good if you have it, and you can add sausage to it too. It's really good. But if you want that what you call it, authentic Chinese, you gotta go to Chinatown and eat. My Thai coworker, his name Kevin. Mm-hmm. Don't ever eat from the Chinese stores because that's not the real Chinese food. She will always tell me that. And then one day, we went to somewhere down.
Is it David's? Because everybody raves about David's.
I don't know what it was called. But all I know is she took me there once, and all I know is like on first Fridays when I would be out of it, I would still go to that Chinese store and eat because the food was better than the Chinese stores. But, you know, I'm not knocking Patti, but I'm just like, girl, don't nobody want no Chinese food.
Right.
Frozen Chinese food. But they sell it all the time. Lean cuisine with they Thai noodles and all of this stuff. But, you know, it's a new venture for Patti. It's not pies. I'm trying to give y'all all the selection that she has because they put it on Instagram that you can eat.
She couldn't come up with another
frozen dumplings, French open.
Is that Jeb Bush?
I don't know who he is, but I hate when the ads come up over the picture. Oh my God! How did? Let me get this shit off. French onion soup, pastrami, lamb, hero, bacon cheeseburger dumplings. These all different types of dumplings.
Bacon cheeseburger dumplings.
Adding to the huge success of Walmart and Miss Patti reconciling sweet potato pie, thanks to Mr. What's his name? James. That ain't his name.
James, the one who sang.
Yes, James. I was trying to think of his last name too.
Is it Caldwell? No.
No.
Well, James, we know we talking.
Andrew Caldwell. That's the crazy.
Yeah, I'm saying, but I thought it was Caldwell, but it's not. That's why I said
Patti pies. He sold those pies, and Patti. I know you gave him gifts and stuff, but I like to gift the cash even better. You know?
Yeah.
Because he sold those pies, and you had another tell TMZ. I'll never forget. You did it by yourself. You told him that in the rain.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did it all by myself. Really? He sold them sweet potato.
Because ain't nobody talking about them sweet potato pies.
No, not no more. And she tried different types of. But the sweet potato pie was good, but I ain't really.
I heard mixed reviews.
Yeah.
I've heard plenty of people say that. Who will try what?
When Patti put this on
who will try that?
We will try it.
No. Your nasty ass will try
I'll do a video.
Because you eat any fucking thing. I would put frozen Chinese food that you gotta stick in the microwave in my mouth. Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna try it.
I don't even reheat Chinese food from the Chinese store.
Cause I tried. Let me tell you. Ooh, you know who got some good ass soups?
Who?
Oprah Winfrey. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is really good. She got great soups, and I had one of the pieces. Even though I let it cook a little bit too much, it was still good. And the crust, I think she had like a cauliflower type of crust. It was so good. I'm getting hungry even thinking about it. Like Oprah really do the damn thing with her oh that's good line. I don't know if y'all really bought into it. It's really, really good. And sometimes you can catch them on sale when they're trying to get rid of it out the market. So go
catch one on sale when they try to get rid of that food.
Yes.
And don't nobody buy it.
Oh, that's good. Yes. 4 for 10.
Don't nobody buy it.
I ain't gonna do Oprah like that.
No, nobody
want it. And there ain't nothing like getting those Campbell soups on sale, the big ones. And like they be like $1 for the chunky cans, but always make sure that you get the lower sodium ones. Get those. Don't get a whole can of soup and then you put all that salt in your body. Get lower sodium. And I used to hate when y'all tell me that, but it's true. You need to be careful with the salt intake with those soups. So moving on to Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian is studying to become a lawyer. And oh my God, can you imagine?
No, I can't.
And she's hoping to pass the bar in 2022. She's been working with the firm and all of that stuff. Now, I'm not one to knock anybody's dreams. I'm just not seeing Kim Kardashian as a lawyer. No. But, you know, anything is possible. Right. And with Kim, she has been able to use her power and her celebrity to get people out of jail. I can't remember that lady's name, but, you know, when it was brought to the Obama administration, they said they seen some red flags to not let her out, but Donald Trump and his administration, you know, gave her a pardon. And they gave someone else a pardon. But she has been vocal about prison reform. And you don't see, like we hear Meek Mill talking about it, and he's been with Van Jones and working with Jared Kushner. Is that his name? Jared Kushner and stuff like that. But, you know, people be knocking Kim, but she's really out here doing something. And we always say she don't have no talent, but she has the gift of gab, because if you could get two people pardoned, you know you're doing something. So, you know, if she's inspired by this, then I say go ahead and do it.
And it may have already been in the works, but her coming in and using her celebrity to push it even further, that helped a lot.
Yes.
Because just imagine if Kim Kardashian didn't come in.
Those
Those two people may have still probably be in jail. You know what I mean? But this big celebrity was able to come in and help to push even more and go to the White House and talk to Donald Trump and say, hey, I need your help. They need your help to get this woman off. I need your help because they don't have the power to do it, but I have the power to use my celebrity. So please, can you please help them? And it worked. Yep. So yeah, that's a good thing. Maybe her being a lawyer may not work out, but her being an advocate for prison reform may be up her alley. You know what I mean? Somebody said something that I thought was really interesting when they said, somebody left a comment on one of my posts some weeks back, and they said, Stacey Abrams may not be somebody who should run for president. She may be somebody who needs to run for Senate because her power may be in the Senate to help get bills passed rather than to be a president. And I said, you know what? You're absolutely right.
That's why I wanted her to stay in the Senate. But who? You know, Kamala Harris. But it's a lot of them running now. Oh my God! Every senator wants to run.
Yeah, except for Joe Biden. Everybody but who you want to run.
Yeah. Now we done forgot about Joe Biden touched me. No other stories came out. So
because they wait for him to actually say it for more to come out.
But he was being really sarcastic. He was like, "Oh, he allowed me to touch him, y'all. It's okay. Everything is all right." At some of those places where he did the speech last week,
you gotta joke about it.
And then he touched the child, and I'm like, "Yeah." He said it was okay for me to. I'm like, "All right, now don't push it now." But you know,
sometimes you gotta make fun of yourself.
Yeah, and he's a touchy feely type of person, and everybody, but. Now I find myself, oh, you're not upset that I touched you, right?
I was that.
Oh, yeah. And these days, because they were all, he was at there, because I was
you didn't want me to touch you? Oh, how dare you?
I was like, ooh, let me, like, anyway. Oh, yeah. You know, I used to tell people I touch with my hands. I would talk with my hands.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. I had to change that up real fast, you know. Now in this Me Too era, oh, my God. But I know I ain't Me Too with nobody. So, yeah, but shout out to Kim Kardashian. And I wonder if Lil Mo still wants to be a lawyer, because I remember she was talking about it. Even though it sounds crazy. Lil Mo, you do got your hands in a lot of stuff. And you got a lot going on. So I don't know how she's going to find the time. But Kim, you know, she got nanny here, nanny there, all these family members doing this and that. Sarah gets... Kim, you got a lot going on too. You know? But good luck. Good luck to everybody in their dreams. You're never too old to go for your dreams.
That's
even
right.
Me.
That's
you
right.
know? Even though I look at life sometimes and I be like, damn, I'm almost 35. And it's like I could be at my halfway point. I ain't planning
You
on
look like you're at your halfway
bitch,
point.
you're trying me.
Listen, I saw this guy. I'm glad you said that because I saw this article 2 days ago of this elderly man who's 88 years old and he just graduated from college. And I said, wow, like, you know, that's amazing. You know, majority of people at his age is sitting somewhere.
Yeah, their family done got tired of him, put him in a retirement home.
That's not
sit in there.
what I was going to say, or how I was going to say.
Yes,
but since you said it, since you got somebody downstairs on the verge of being that person.
And then you don't check on your family member for 3 years. Oh, they like, oh, she died 2 years ago.
Yeah,
well, where the fuck was you at?
Yeah,
then at this time recently just.
Deacon Womble says that to me. Well, not to me, but he says it to us all the time at church. One of our deacons, he says, "You'll need, if you have loved ones in a nursing home, go check up on them." And he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Stop sending your grandmama and your grandpop to a nursing home and then don't go see them for 2 or 3 months. No, you got to go up there once, twice a week. So them motherfuckers up there know that they got family who come check up on them, and we better not try no shit with them because their family be up here all the fucking time anyway, asking questions. You supposed to do that?
Yeah, because I remember when I came to pick up my mom when she was at this place. When she came home for the last, not the last, because she ain't going nowhere now. Yeah. The man was like, take care of your mom. And he was like, don't ever let her come to a place like this to live forever. And he told me that he'd been there for like 20-something years. And he was like, don't nobody come see him. Don't nobody do this, don't nobody do that. And I was just inspired by that, hearing a man tell me that, and he in his wheelchair, like.
Yep. That's true.
Just take care of
you
her.
go to see.
You don't put them in a place like this.
You go to see now. Granted.
Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes you have to because of certain situations. But you have to be mindful, and you have to make sure you do your research as a loved one on which place you're putting your loved ones in. You know, you just don't throw them in any nursing home. You have to be mindful, and you have to do research. Just like I tell people all the time, and I think I said this to you, you have to do researches even with funeral homes. You don't just take your loved one's body to any funeral homes, because some funeral homes ain't even licensed to even be doing funerals. They lost their license 2 years ago, but yet they still doing business, and they ain't supposed to be doing it. Hello? Didn't I just have this conversation with you the other day?
Yes, we did in the store.
Yes, in the store. It's like, Kevin, don't take no family member to no. Okay? Ask me. I know all about these funeral homes, okay? From that end of the city to the next, I'll tell you. No.
I ain't planning on no funeral.
But anyway,
plan on that.
but I'm just saying you have to do research. You know? Just like they have Carfax out here for when you buy a new car, they need to have funeral facts.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
Yeah.
But you can find a good thing on Yelp. Yelp be having some good ass reviews on there. Like, people don't be playing. And sometimes they inspire me not to buy stuff from certain places on Yelp. I don't know how we got to Yelp and all of that on funerals, but yeah, from Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Good. Well, isn't that what happens with us?
Yeah. And the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about. Wait a minute. First of all, Game of Thrones comes on this Sunday. I'm going to pat that. I probably can't even wait for you, Mikkel,
To do what?
to talk about Game of Thrones.
But that's fine.
I'm probably gonna have
No, you can do your own review. Because, see, I've already been watching it.
Yes.
You have.
Yeah, because I'm just, let me tell you all, it's just, I'm excited. I'm ready to see some fights. I haven't seen a good killing scene on TV in a while. And my mom hadn't watched the Game of Thrones. It was just on. And I was like, yeah, they know how to kill. They really know how to kill.
So they out in these streets.
Yeah. You know, but I'm just excited. I'm just super excited for Sunday. And I just want to thank you. And I want to thank my cousins. I want to thank everybody that's out there that's been watching us, that's been telling me for 4 or 5 years to get into the Game of Thrones. And I have just like, I'll get to it, or I try one episode.
See, somebody was just scared.
Yeah, don't say it.
That's an ambulance. That's not a fire truck.
Yeah. Something happened. But I ain't hear no shots, so they ain't coming from around here.
I want somebody to count how many videos we have in the past 11 years where you can hear the shooting as we were recording.
Yes! Too much. Remember that time we jumped up? That was too much. But yeah, this Sunday I want to watch and I want to talk about it. Now that I said that, right now it took me a couple days, but I watched The Shy. First of all, I'm going to say this, Lena. Is it possible? I know. Just tell us. Just text us. Is it possible you can get some episodes in advance? I know. Because I just can't watch just one episode. Because I want to know what's going on next. Right.
Because I was so upset. And my cousin texted me the other day. I guess she had, because you know, I can't watch The Shy when it first comes on. Because I wait to watch stuff when I get to work since I work overnight. And I'll be able to catch up on my stuff at work. So when I watched it at work, and the ending of this particular episode, I'm like, oh, no. Yes. First of all, I rewinded the ending of this, and if y'all watch this episode, you know what I'm talking about. I rewinded it like at least 3 times. I'm like, no. All right, so now I'm about to go to the next episode. I'm like, wait, there is no next episode until next week. So I was over it. Like,
let me tell you why we are so spoiled by wanting the next episode. Because Netflix and Hulu, all this binge watching, you get to watch it right away.
Yeah.
And I think like we're watching that Game of Thrones and stuff, like I didn't have to wait years.
Yes.
Y'all been waiting years.
Well, not me, because remember, I came late too. Except for like the last season. I had caught up to like the last season, and so I had to watch the last season with everybody else. But I understand exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Yes, so you could get it right away, but then when you can't get it right away, you just like, oh my God. So on this episode, poor Emmett, because Emmett done got thrown out in the street.
Yes.
Bitch. His mom said I forgot to tell him I was moving, but I think she told him last year
she was telling him she was moving.
Yeah, but she told him they was moving, but I was like, she ain't gonna really wait. Yes!
I'm a mess. Because the whole time I'm watching this episode, I'm like, that's a
It
shame.
look like he got his body even more together.
Yeah, I
Like-
follow him on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't follow him on Instagram?
Yeah.
I follow him on there. And yes, he's been working out all year.
So, wait.
Do I follow him? Yeah. Follow him.
So, you know, his mother threw him out, told him he need to get his shit together. First of all, I didn't know he had 3 kids by 3 baby moms. I thought he was just going back and forth with the one child that he had.
So that one child, I think, is the only child that he actually sees.
Okay, and the other ones he
the other
just
one,
made.
yeah.
And so he's just not responsible.
No.
And he's going to sell a shoe.
But it usually is like that. The
Yeah.
nice looking guys getting these girls pregnant.
And they're not having sex with condoms.
Because they're not having sex with condoms. Some of these girls won't let them have sex with condoms because they're so cute. You know? And they get in their ear and start talking. Nah, baby, come on, let me just put it there.
Yeah, but I hope he got a DNA test to make sure those other children aren't his. You know, that's an episode. Put them on paternity court.
Okay.
Now, if they already talked about having the blood test, I'm sorry.
Put them on Maury.
Yeah, but I felt bad for him. Then he getting washed at the job.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
No.
That's all kinds of violence.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, but
You wouldn't mind, and you wouldn't mind watching them, I'm sure.
don't wait till the door is closed.
And then he just met them girls, and they're like, nigga, you
Yeah.
can't sleep here.
Then they
You
sit
can't
there
go with us.
transferring ecstasy.
Yes!
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm surprised he felt the pain of that punch.
You know what I thought when I watched that particular scene when they was doing that? I said, I wonder if Kevin ever did that before.
Never. Let me tell you, and we just had this conversation on Sunday watching WrestleMania, because you know, we outside talking and stuff, and I was like, I knew what drugs not to do. First of all, I never did drugs.
Right.
If the only thing drug I did was marijuana.
Right.
So I knew what not to do because I saw y'all, and they're older than me, and I said like ecstasy would make y'all. Foam. He's like, I was a foam. I said, yes, you were foaming.
Yes, you were.
So you were foaming. They had you dancing in the streets. Someone touched you. It just elevated the sense of the touch. I said, oh no, oh no. Now I get fucked up now, but I'd rather do that than to come home on that kind of pill.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then somebody touch you in here.
yeah.
Oh boy.
You're trying.
Fucking
No. I said, no, I would never. And they be like, oh, I'm rolling. I'm like, listen, I ain't got time to be rolling.
What if you was high like that on the ecstasy?
Oh my God. Nothing. Absolutely.
Would you wake right up?
Never.
You would the wake up.
First of all, no. And then they'd be so tired. Oh, I'm like, I ain't rolling in no cancer. And that's what ecstasy pills was. That was real popular, and people be overdosing. Oh my God! Now you got something even stronger. An opioid pill. All you gotta do is go to Kensington Avenue. They be sleeping on the street, standing on the corner,
Standing like this.
bent over, slide, sleeping,
Like standing up, sleeping. Let's say, Miss Barb, is that you? Your mom stayed up 3 years ago.
If she ever decides she
When I first started coming here, she used to be on the back of that couch, standing up, sleeping.
anywhere.
Standing up.
Yeah, she
So how
can
do
sleep.
you do it?
I don't listen. Sometimes I can fall asleep in different places. You know, train. Oh my God, I used to sleep on the train all the time.
Me too. I used to put my in that until I seen that thing when that guy got attacked on that train. Remember that time that man got attacked on the train by that crazy guy? And I worked
on
with
the
young
subway.
guy on the subway.
Yes.
He was sleeping on the train. The guy started punching him.
Yeah,
The guy who was attacked him had a child with him.
Remember that? Remember that time the lady on the train, the man kept trying to touch her baby or hold her baby?
Yeah. And
Right.
ain't nobody help except for that one lady who came in to help her.
Yeah.
Everybody else was standing around looking stupid.
Too much. But yeah.
You ever you sleep on the train, somebody start touching your thigh?
No. First of all, don't touch me. And it's weird when you're on the train and somebody lay their head on your shoulder. But
Who did that?
Oh, it happens plenty of times.
No, it
And I
does not,
know-
because ain't nobody never lay their head on my shoulder.
I know I got a long way to go, but if it's a female, like I'm not gonna like get the fuck off of me.
No.
But yeah.
First of all, no one, male or female, should be laying their head on their shoulders. On
But
their
it-
shoulders, especially if you don't know them.
Yeah, it happens.
No, it's never happened.
Yeah, but
never
just don't go in there trying to touch me. I've seen videos. I'm like,
you
why
would have
not?
somebody lay their hand on your shoulder.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, even on the plane,
the first thing I think about is lice.
Oh my God!
I don't want you to have your head on my shoulders. I think about all that type of stuff. I don't want you touching me. And then the second thing I think about, Kevin, is are you trying to pickpocket me?
Oh, I would hope not. Well, you would know if somebody in your pockets.
No. If you sleep and their head is on your shoulder, you look and you allow them to have their head on your shoulder.
First of all,
and then you go back to sleep, and how would you know?
I would have my iPod on in my hand. My iPod was always in my hand. Back in
I can't believe you let somebody sleep on your shoulder.
Yeah. Man, even like sometimes it can happen on the plane, or sometimes I'll be afraid. Like if I'm in that middle seat, I'll be like, "Oh my God!" I'm hoping that
first of all, that's why I don't get the middle seat,
and I'm hoping that I'm not leaning on nobody.
Whenever I get to the airport, I make sure that I check
the window seat, and especially the Southwest.
Well, now I'd rather have the aisle seat because I can get up and go without having to say.
You got that room,
right?
Like I wouldn't mind the aisle, but I really love the window seat because I take my little pillow and
the only reason why I don't like the window seat no more because if it's like a full row, then you gotta get up and say excuse me, and then you be tight.
Yeah, but I don't really like. I pee before I get on the plane. You know, and that's the only thing I'm doing.
No, I can't. If I'm going to California, I can't hold my pee for 5 hours. Are you kidding me?
Let me tell you.
What the fuck?
That time we flew back from Atlanta. No, from LA.
Who's we?
We did.
Me and you?
Yeah. Oh. I blew that bathroom up.
On the plane?
Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't have no choice. I didn't have no choice.
It's very nasty.
You know? And y'all know I don't
First of all, the plane bathrooms is about this big.
Yes.
So when you open that door and that phone comes out,
yes.
Hello? That's disgusting.
Nature called and I said, now either I'm going to take a shit on this plane or I'm going to take a shit on myself.
So you mean to tell me that nature wasn't boiling up before you got on that plane?
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was just bad. And you know how your stomach boy and you trying not to, like, you're like, okay, I can't fart because if I fart, oh my God, like, it's just bad. But look, we got to get back to the show. Oh my God, we got what?
Oh, that ain't here because y'all ain't got to worry about it.
We just smoke detectors to work.
Oh, I was about to say that's not
your
right.
Y'all got no work detectors. Yeah, I'm just glad that nobody's cooking. And you know, burn. Remember I told you that story?
Yes.
Like
just laying there,
just let it burn.
Yes. Really? And you come downstairs, you're thinking ain't nobody down there, so you already cussing like, well, who the fuck got some burning? You realize she's laying there.
Yeah. And my nose now, because we had the house fire, I can smell anything. And I be like, bitch, who lit something? Who hair is that? Who lit plastic? Who lit paper? I can tell you exactly what it is just by the scent.
You need to get your debit card up, because then you won't find it.
Oh, that old debit card. I don't even use that no more. Yeah. But, yeah, I could just, they'd be like, Kevin, like, why do you, like, pick up on it? Be like, bitch, because I remember that fire.
Because I remember fire.
Yeah.
Do y'all not remember?
Yeah. All I know is I was playing that game.
Do all the work that you did.
And I kept smelling right, and then I had to
okay. That's why they don't remember.
I'm like, all I keep smelling is plastic, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
How would they remember?
And then, like, they just start talking about, oh, the house is on. I'm like, the house on fire? Where?
Where? Oh my God. Whose house was on fire?
This house. Oh. But I could just smell the plastic. It was just bad. Anyway, so anytime I just smell anything, I will come downstairs and make sure nothing ain't crazy. Or if somebody lit an incense, I could just be like, it's just heightened my sense. It's just heightened. And it's always going to be like that. We was at Beyonce concert. Bitch, that fire hit me. I was like, oh my God, I got to go PTSD. Like, bitch, how the fire all the way up there and I'm feeling all the way down here. It was a mess. So, all right, so that's little Emmanuel. He got punched in the face on the train. It looked like he's living with
Emmett.
It looked like he's going to be living with his father. Yeah. But his father always got
the so, I mean,
can you imagine?
No, I can't.
So I don't know what's going to happen with little Emmett, and is he going to get the girls back for her cousins beating them up? Listen, I just feel sorry for him. But this is everyday life for some people. Sometimes you don't have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And when you don't have nowhere to go,
come to Barb's house.
You need a place. You need a person like my mother.
Yeah.
Because my mom's taking that. So, but don't get no
ideas.
Yeah.
She takes in stray cats, stray dogs, and stray people.
It's always been somebody living with.
I've been coming to this house for 11 years. Can you imagine the people I've seen come in and out of these doors? Wait a minute. Are y'all running a boarding house or what?
Listen, as long as your rent is paid.
If they decide to pay that.
But if they come in here, you know,
they got somebody across the hall now.
My God. Wait a minute. Don't do that. Because I could say it's been on time. And I can't
I ain't talking about the rent. I'm talking about the person.
But period. You know.
She's a mess.
Everything. Let me tell you the whole situation is a mess. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
So, like, I feel good that, like, first of all, let me just say this. I'm going to say it out loud. Because it feels good if you have family members or if you the head of your household, it feels good when you can have a regular conversation with somebody and not say, okay, so when are you going to pay your rent? Or when are you going to pay money towards such and such? Like, it feels so much better that I don't have to do that and I don't have to chase nobody for anything. You know, like, and that can just wear out. It could be stressful. It can be real stressful. So y'all probably will get a video about how I deal with things, but of course I can't tell you everything. But it feels good to not have to fucking haunt nobody for anything. It's just here it is, and I'm like, okay, good. You know, so I'm happy about that. But back to the shot. So Jason, no, it's Kevin, not Kevin.
Who
Jason.
are we talking about now?
The truck. That's Jason. His name Jason. His acting name is, his real name is probably Jason. Why can't I remember his name? So anyway,
yeah, him.
with the truck.
Yeah.
Brandon. That's his name, Brandon. First of all, it's a good thing that he was all putting on in the city, riding around in his truck and everything, making his little money, avoided the boot. Next thing you know, I knew he was gonna get robbed. First of all, it was too dark, and I said, "Oh, me in Chicago." So they pulled the gun out. Robbed him.
Chicago?
Yes.
I've never been.
And I was scared for my life.
Really?
Yes.
And you live down here?
Yes. I went there. First of all, I don't know. Probably because I kept hearing so much bad things about Chicago.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I say I only want to go to
because this is right here is not a neighborhood you walk around at night.
I sure don't.
No.
I sure don't.
No.
And I was trying, when my brother, last night, I was like, you want me to get your Uber? And he said, no, I'm going to get something to eat and I'll be back. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, because I get you an Uber. You don't need to be walking around here. Yeah. No. But,
because these guys are, but these people around here are ruthless.
Some of them even know you
and will rob you. Yes, they will.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they will.
Thank God, I had a gun put on me one time. And that was enough to say, I'm not going out late walking around nowhere around this area.
I had one put out on me twice, but the second time was in the bedroom.
What kind of gun? Where you shoot at?
It was a Uzi.
Where you let him do it at? You say, Did you gargle it?
No, I'm lying. Stop playing with me. Yeah, wish I would. Ew. Yeah.
Where his wife was at?
He's a mess. At work.
Listen, all right. So Brandon, you know, he's trying to get this together. He got the gun back finally from his stepfather. And I was mad about that whole situation.
Yeah,
you keep the goddamn
gun. Who the fuck you think you have to keep a gun that doesn't even belong to you?
Yeah. So,
and who the fuck are you to let him keep the gun that don't belong to him?
You know he's a little. Brandon's not really about that life. He ain't about that life.
He is soft.
So
he's soft.
So the mama went away to Delaware. Shout out to her for coming to Delaware. Ain't nothing in Delaware. Ain't nothing to do in Delaware.
Or nobody in Delaware. So of all places, watch
the quiet.
Who does family have in Delaware?
Yeah. And the only people that go there and they causing trouble in Delaware now.
People say, let's go to Delaware. For what?
For what?
When is it Delaware?
Dover Downs Casino.
Yeah, we can go. Let's go to the. Let's go shopping. Why would I go there? We can go to King Prussia.
Okay. Well, it is tax-free shopping. I know that in Delaware.
Yeah, but I'm not wasting no gas just to go tax-free shopping.
How about?
Because all the taxes you save, you spend it on gas. Hello? No.
Thanks,
but no thanks.
So So he found the stepfather finally gets in the gun and everything. So he tried to take the gun back. Brandon tried to take the gun back to the original owner, and then he's like, "Oh no, you still, it ain't over yet, but you can have this gun because you need it more than I do."
Right.
So he gets the gun, and then his girlfriend was like, "Oh bitch, I know you don't have insurance on the truck."
Right.
He ain't even. It's not even registered or anything. Like it's just all in illegal service going on.
Yes. Okay. You selling fucking food out of this illegal truck.
Yeah. So he's like, Brandon, they're like, "Boy, you gotta get a job. You gotta do something somewhere." So he meets with this lady. This is one of the most inspirational scenes I've watched on TV. And the lady was talking about having
a story behind
your food, your work and everything. And he really couldn't come up with one. So he ended up not getting that job. But I said, I hope she don't steal his recipe though, because she liked it. But sometimes people like to do that.
Yeah.
They tell you
Especially
the recipe. Oh,
yeah, that's
don't do that. You are trying.
Canal Street.
Yeah. Oh my God. But she had a brilliant story behind. Oh my God, it was so good. But I was like, this is food for motherfucking thought for everybody watching this show.
Yeah.
Now, who else has something going on? The kids. First of all, I love the kids, and it reminds me of my childhood seeing them. How you can be friends and you fight with no gloves, and you fight and you become friends again, and you have your adventures, your cursing, and all this and that. It was just fun to see them do that. But Kevin his mom wanted him to go to therapy, and he's like, "Oh, therapy is for white people." Don't we all say that, young and old? So it's like y'all doing a good job with this writing, and because he shot Ronnie, and
but see, you know why? Can I just say this?
Sure.
A lot of black people feel like therapy is for white people because years ago, black people's therapy was church, but people fail to realize that God puts people like therapists in your lives for a reason. Yeah. So sometimes it may not always be the church that's therapeutic. Sometimes you have to go out to, like for instance, if I'm sick with cancer, yes, I can pray, but I ain't gonna go to the church to get healed. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the doctor that God has put in place to help heal me. You know what I mean? Of course, naturally, I'm gonna go to him for prayer and to pray for this particular doctor, to pray for my healing. But I mean, some people fail to realize that, and I think years ago black people had this whole stigma of, oh no, if you just go to church, and it's like, no, don't you understand that God puts these type of people in your lives for a reason? So that when you go to this therapist and you begin to get help and you begin to heal, that is a testimony right there that you can come back to the church and give, so that if there is anybody in the church that's dealing with what you're doing, come on, Mikhail.
Yeah. All right, I'm listening.
Just go.
So he they got their school project going on. I just loved it, but the main thing was Kevin had to get therapy, and I think Kevin it ended with him like questioning it. Will he even make it? Will he even ever grow up? Will he make it to even grow up? And that just stuck with me when it went on too. Besides just rewinding back. So I'm waiting to see more what's going to happen with him and how much more he's going to open up about shooting Ronnie. So Ronnie, oh my God, his flashbacks, they were good. With him coming home, wanting to be a cop, getting denied the job. We see this his life spiraling out of control with the drinking and wanting to kill himself. And we see him in jail just, meeting a new friend and what's they call that hooch that was in that toilet? Because I was just over that scene. But
yeah, I was over that scene too. That was very disgusting.
Yes.
Oh. Like,
yeah.
Ew. Like, ew. Clean or not clean, ew. Like, I can't even be. Let me say something. If I'm an actor and you say that you have to do that, I'm thinking in my head, no, this is not acting. This is nasty. Yeah. No, but see, this is clean spring water that we just pulled it. Yeah, but it's still visually a toilet.
Yes.
And no, don't. What
people gotta do what they gotta do to survive.
Yes, can you imagine? That's like getting gangbanged in jail to survive.
Mikhail. I remember.
Some people get gangbanged out in the streets.
I know, and like
not even in jail.
Or raped in jail. And I remember it was one of the TV episodes where I was trying to understand what was going on, and my mom's like,
"Close your eyes."
What? No, not even close your eyes. He had to take he would go in the toilet to take his poop to put on his body so no one wouldn't rape him. Yes,
That's
I didn't understand what was going on, and I was like, but why? You know,
why not just shitting on yourself?
I don't know, but
Or why not, when you take a shit, don't wipe your butt?
because they're gonna take it anyway, probably.
No, that's disgusting, Kevin.
I wouldn't want nobody.
Can you imagine?
Oh, but you see, doing it. First of all,
No, I don't, because I don't watch stuff like that. Next, come on, let's keep talking. 'Cause I haven't even eaten yet. I don't watch stuff like that. I do not watch stuff like that.
as long as nobody don't send me a
I
picture
don't watch
like
stuff
that.
like
Remember
that.
that boy?
Yes, remember that? Send that picture to me. I mean, not of me, but send it to me. Didn't I show you?
Nasty, just nasty. You're brown. Why is it so golden?
It's not funny. It's not funny.
I would-
And of all people, you said that to me. You think
I had the nerve to talk about somebody.
Yeah.
And got you.
And you think that I'm going to be turned on by something like that? And you didn't even wipe your butt? That is disgusting. I blocked from all things that I could even think that you may be on that's following me. I blocked you from everything. You will not. That is disgusting, Kevin.
Very.
I was so
First of
disgusted
all-
I had to come here and show you. Say, wait, is this for real?
I'll tell you off camera what I'm thinking. Because
That's
I'm
disgusting.
gonna just write it down.
There are people out there that's like that, that like that type of stuff. We need to stop talking about this because I eat
Yeah,
it and I
I
don't
know.
know. Is that say nasty?
Yes.
Wait. Oh! I thought that said wow. But it just says ew. Well, that's because you mess with them. And I keep telling you,
Stop
and
it.
then because they are a different type of, you can see everything clear.
So that's why it's
Yes. Ew. You've experienced that before?
No, not
Oh.
a dirty one. But I'm
But
just
you-
saying,
yeah.
like you can see.
Yeah, all right. No, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
All right, so Ronnie is still, he's going through it in the prison. But his grandmother, or is that his mom?
That's his grandmother. Miss
Yeah.
Ethel's his grandmother.
Yeah, Miss Ethel, baby.
She's a pistol.
Yes, and she
Now, that's
was
somebody
a-
who's been in a nursing home.
Yes.
Because her mom.
No.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, you.
Your mom. No,
Oh, well, she like so she's losing her house or whatever. She ain't wanna. She's not giving up her house. She's not moving. She's been living there for 30 years. And Miss Mother has been taking care of her. And she, even after she lost her job, she still was like, still as a caretaker.
But Emmett's mother lost her job because of Miss Ethel.
Giving her
And Ronnie.
giving them drugs.
Yeah, helping Ronnie when he got
catching
shot.
them up and
Yeah,
everything.
ain't that some shit?
Yeah, so you owe me. She do owe me. But then she gave her some money. The grandmother gave her a lot of money. I don't know how much, but it was enough. And
Did you get her a apartment?
yes, then she moved out.
Yeah.
She probably was getting
Evicted.
unemployment.
No, she got fired.
But you can still get unemployment when you get fired.
I thought you couldn't get that when you
Oh
got
yes,
fired.
oh yes. That's why some people like firing me, so they can put on their.
Oh, you're right. You're right. They do. It's not when. It's when you don't. Well, it's when you quit.
If you quit, you don't get it. But
Yeah.
if you get fired,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
you get unemployment.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Depending on the situation.
Depending on the situation, right? Depending.
And it's because I ain't had to fight for mine when I needed it. Okay, and some jobs try to fight it. And one of my friends, they fought him for it and then said, what, just come on back. I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. But yeah, so Miss Ethel, child, that was just one of the most horrible scenes I've ever watched on TV. To do that to an old lady.
And it's done. And it happens.
Yes. It was just sad. It was sad to watch. And the first thing I saw when that blow to her face happened, I thought about the old lady that was on the train in New York City where nobody helped her, but they pulled out their fucking phones. And I'm just, you hoping that somebody's gonna come in and find out what's happening, what happened to her, to help fight back. Somebody seen something, but no. And it was just bad, and I wanted to know why she got beat up. And then, we started thinking like it could be somebody that Ronnie owed money to, or he done did something somewhere, and now they taking it out on his family. Because the way she got beat up, it had to be personal. Maybe she got somebody locked up.
That was personal.
I don't even know what that was all
No,
about.
they was looking for something in the house though. They was looking for
they
something.
was turning
in the
shit.
house.
I think they was turning shit over. I don't.
But they were looking for something because remember the other guy was in looking for something. Well,
yeah, I just thought he was just knocking shit over.
But I don't think they would get beat up because she sent somebody to jail. I think something's. Now you could be right, but I don't know if somebody beat you up that bad.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it was for, and I hope she ain't dead. But I'm hoping Emmett's mother found her. Right. Yeah, but I'm hoping they don't do nothing to her. Shit, you know that, and I'm glad she wasn't there at the time, because Emmett, you already got put out by your mother, and you got baby mom drama. And then somebody do something to your mom, and you already got beat up on the train. Like it's just everybody's life. Everybody is going through something on this show, and I'm loving it. And I'm loving how it's all pieced together. And I'm liking this episode a whole lot better than I like the season finale of The Shy. This one is like, yes. Now what else is going to happen? I don't know.
Right.
But we saw everybody that we needed to see on this episode, and we saw their stories, and we can only assume where their story is going to go later on. Mm-hmm. But I'm hooked. Now, after I watch the Game of Thrones, I definitely will be watching The Shy. So please make sure that you guys watch Sundays at 10, Game of Thrones at 9. Sundays in the Real Housewives, I'm not really excited about. I didn't even put Nini's name down, but she's talking about, she want everybody to come back. But
come back to what?
To the show.
Oh, now she wants everybody to come back. So
she don't
be
care.
All over again.
So they was like, yeah, now because she ain't got nobody to film with, she want
everybody.
Yeah, she want Phaedra to come back, Kim to come back.
Right.
Like, girl.
But can you imagine that? Those episodes have to be long though.
And they did an all-star season of The Housewives, voted by us.
Who we want to come back.
Yes, for season 13, they should do it. Because I'm sure they already got who they want, but for season 13, they should let us be viewers' choice on who gets in.
Well, before we go, can I just say, did you see the official trailer of The Lion King?
Yes, yesterday.
Yes.
Amazing. And I loved how...
Now, I will say this. I was trying to ignore the fact that they didn't get Jeremy Irons to come back as Scar, because that voice is iconic, just as Mufasa, James Earl Jones is. I was, and I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe, but then I did some research, and they didn't even ask Jeremy Irons.
Really?
They didn't even ask him, and he did an interview last year and was saying that, and in the interview you could tell that he would have agreed to do it, but he said that they didn't ask him, they never came to him to ask. So the only original one that they did really go to is James Earl Jones. And you're thinking like, well, why wouldn't you get him? Like, that's an iconic voice of Scar. I mean, don't get me wrong, the new one, but I feel like, I think that people, especially our age, because we grew up on The Lion King, people are expecting this movie to look like the cartoon, and it's not. These lions are supposed to look like real lions. So the Scar lion looks like what he should look like. A battered lion in the face who has been through hell. And then you see that scar over his eye. So that's what he's supposed to look like. You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah. And then Mufasa, the lion that plays Mufasa, so golden and beautiful. Oh, I can't wait till the movie comes out.
This is going to be amazing. July 19th, which is 3 months away.
Yes.
This is on the exact same month as this. Like, it's set up the same way.
25 years ago.
Yeah, it don't feel like
25 years.
I keep telling y'all, stuff that happened in the 90s don't feel like 20 years ago. It's over 20 years ago.
Like 25 years ago, Kevin. Mm-hmm. I was sitting on some man's lap.
Yeah, I didn't go to the movies to see The Lion King, but I definitely seen it.
They picked that one up, did
you? said you were sitting on someone's lap. But I'm hoping that you weren't sitting on somebody's lap. Because you know how old you were at that age. That when you learn.
If I was sitting on somebody's lap 25 years ago, baby, I would have gotten some money. No, I'm joking. 25 years ago is a long time.
Yes. I don't feel, I'm telling y'all, I don't feel
Yeah, I just thought about this, and I kept thinking about this, like, damn, James Earl Jones was in his early 60s, and now he's like damn near 90. And they actually had him to come back. Because I think we talked about this too. Had he died, Michael Clark Duncan would have been the best person, but he's not living.
Yeah.
Because of that voice. You know what I mean? But
they probably could have got Keith David.
Or
from
not Morgan Freeman though.
Keith David, the guy that's on
because Morgan Freeman's voice is a little
Greenleaf. He
oh yeah,
he's a voice actor, so
he is. Yeah, they could have got him. Yeah, you're right. Yep, he could have did Mufasa.
Yeah, but it's
and he did good too. Past the Greenleaf.
Yeah.
Yep, he could have.
I'm excited for The Lion King,
And
I'm
you-
gonna be. First of all, wait.
Mhm.
Disney got all these fucking movies. Disney is going to get paid
Yeah.
this year,
Yeah.
and then they got this Disney Plus streaming service coming out. Disney is coming for all their coins. They said, you know what, Netflix, y'all don't even need our shows on your net. We want to make our own.
Yep.
Like Disney is coming up.
Yep.
Bitch. Y'all, I hope y'all ready. Now, what you was about to say?
I don't know, but it wasn't important.
I'm so excited. Aladdin. This
Somebody
movie,
said in the comments
Toy
for the
Story
Lion
4.
King trailer, why is it that the Lion King looks more realistic than Aladdin, and Aladdin actually is using real people?
Yes.
I laughed.
But that's true, because
Yeah.
I don't like how what's his name, Will Smith looks as a genie.
Right.
I'm just gonna leave it like that. But I'm definitely gonna go see it. I remember that movie. Like all of those
Aladdin
movies
was
take
not
you
really
back.
my favorite. I remember watching it as a kid and having to watch it but it wasn't the movie that I would like. Oh, I gotta watch Aladdin. Like that wasn't my movie. Like that wasn't my cartoon movie. But I thought about this. Cartoon movies back then had iconic songs.
Mm-hmm.
Aladdin had a whole new world. The Lion King, just can't wait to be king. The Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
a whole new world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They had those cartoon movies had iconic songs. These cartoon movies don't have iconic songs except for this Ice movie.
What,
Remember this
Frozen,
one?
Let It
Yeah.
Go? Yes.
Yeah, Let It Go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Frozen 2 is coming out this year too. Like, bitch, Disney want all of their coins.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah. And they deserve it. I mean, it's nostalgic too.
Would you sleep with somebody from Disney?
What? You know what?
No,
on
I
that
mean,
note-
so you could be a voice actor.
No. But
You
you,
wouldn't
know
sleep
what?
with Ron Iger?
Give me some of that Disney money.
Yeah.
Give me one.
If you
Give me one. If your last name ain't Disney,
or Iger. Because this nigga like to see.
no. If your last name ain't Disney, we ain't doing nothing.
Hopefully it ain't Walt Disney because he's been dead for like 50-something years.
You know they froze his body, so you know
Walt fucking Disney.
they're gonna try to bring him back to life. But what,
To do what?
I don't know.
Don't bring him back to life while I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I don't want to see nobody who's
But
dead.
don't think they ain't never like people. I'm sure people have been cloned. And we don't know
Let that
nothing
man
about it.
rest in peace. That man has been
Yeah,
resting
let me
for
stop
nearly
saying
60
too much
years.
on this video. Because if they could clone animals and clone plants and oh bitch, they done clone humans. Trust. You think that Us movie? Y'all think that ain't real? So let me stop. So we're going to go. Because I don't want nobody coming up on here.
Okay? And
Look
we don't
for
need
me.
nobody cloning Nina. One
Bitch!
Nina is enough.
They be like, where's Nina? Don't even ask me. She's dead.
Don't ask where she's at. Let her stay where she's at. Your mom's favorite line to me is, "Oh, you trying to start some shit?"
Mm-hmm.
No, where's she at? I don't know. Let us stay there. Where's Nina?
That's going to be our next movie. Where's Nina?
Where's Nina? Find the Nina.
Disney.
What mall is Nina at?
Don't do. But what if they did come up with the game and you have to find her like, well, where's Walt
Where's
and the
Nina?
mall?
Where's Nina?
Listen, y'all,
Who's
this
that?
has been a fun video. Open the door. Because I want to see how Chase moves.
Shit! They say he had an asthma attack.
Asthma attack?
Yeah. Why you suck your teeth? You was sitting there when she said it to me.
He don't got no asthma.
asthma.
Oh, really?
You was sitting there when she said it to me. Why you ain't
Who
correct
said
her? Shakina.
She don't know what the fuck she
Or maybe
Ooh,
Nina
no,
said it.
we still on tape. Chase,
Well, she
Chase,
don't.
he was his dad.
Chase, come here. Oh, you don't want to talk to us because you're with your dad?
He said, fuck y'all.
Huh? He was high too when y'all first brought him in here. She said she
had
could.
him on steroids.
Yeah. I was like, he was like, all high. Come here, Chase.
Come on.
Let's go on camera. Oh, see, you know what? The older you get, the simpler you get. Now you don't want to talk to nobody no more. Or you want to come on? Oh, that's all right.
What about me?
That's all right. You don't want to go
He
on
don't
Kevin
want-
either?
Nope. He
Your
want
dad
his
come around. You
dad.
want to show off?
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right. That's all right.
I'm going to remember that when you want something.
Yep. When your dad asks and somebody watching.
I'm going to eat it
Now,
right in front of your face.
Can you watch Case real quick?
No.
Look at still crying. Still crying. Come on, let's go. I'm done.
Can you hit the stop button?
No, you
Bitch,
hit it.
hit the stop button.
Don't, ain't that what they pay you for?
You know what?
Chase, why you so quiet?
Charles, that funeral still on?